that a lot of people just undervalue, which is your ability to present, communicate value. Presenting is the delivery system. In other words, we've prospected, we got the customer in, so to speak. So whether it's a demo or live face-to-face conversation, how do we present? And most salespeople still have not figured out the art of presenting. They think it's about just throwing out information. Presenting it's a skill. It's really about guiding the customer, right, to a certain conclusion you want them to arrive at. So once we got the prospecting down, we got presenting down, the next one is, how do you position, this is a good one, how do you position value? This, if you ask me where most people struggle, it's right there, it's positioning the value. When you sound just like everybody else, people don't pay attention. But if you learn how to position value, in other words, learn how to position the value in such a way that the customer goes, huh, never thought about that. I get that. Really, never looked at it that way. But also, by positioning value, you need to be able to position yourself as a subject matter expert. In other words, you got to know what you're talking about. You can't have surface level content. And again, when the client's asking tough questions, you can't answer them. Which is why I always tell people, once you decide that you're going to sell a certain product or service, you have to go so deep into that product or service. I mean, so deep into it, that people go, this person truly gets it. This person understands. Because when the client knows that you're a subject matter expert, you seem to be providing insight that they haven't thought about. Insight, information beyond the obvious. And it's impactful information. Go, I never thought about it that way. That's when you know that you're reaching that level of mastery in terms of positioning value. And at the end, when you can let the customer know, transmit to the customer, I know what I'm talking about. Here's things you should understand. And last but not least, you look out for their best interests. That to me is the pinnacle of selling.